Good morning, Lauren Wagner with Wagner Events, and today we are going to be doing some spooky Halloween themed stuff. A really scary zombie, hopefully, if it works out. I don't really plan that ahead that much, so sometimes it doesn't come out perfectly. We are going to be using a variety of products, including Wolfe FX White and Black. We're going to be using Star Blends, which is not really always used for face painting. It's perfectly fine, recommended. It's just that they recommend it more for eyeshadow type of stuff. It's by Mayron, and I love it for a nice fast base. It throws down color really quickly without having to do very much work, so I use it a lot. So let's get started. I'm going to be coming in with a Star Blends Black, and this is kind of a scruffy makeup brush. I like it a lot. Make sure it's not too heavy so it doesn't fall down on your face. And I'm using Paradise Black for this right now because I want it to blend out easily. And Paradise will be easier to blend than Wolfe will. Paradise is a glycerin based, and so it blends really easily. It sinks into the skin. It has a really soft feel to it. And Wolfe has a very waxy feel because it's made with a wax. So the two are quite different. Okay, I have this Cherry Bomb red, and it's not my favorite for most things, but for this it's actually perfect. I'm going to mix that with a little bit of Copper Bell red. It's like penny color. And I'm just going to do some gums in here. Just a little bit. We'll add some blood in here once we have the teeth on, but let that dry for a minute. Throw some blood up here. The great thing about this red is it's not as bright, and it just has a little bit more deepness to it. I like it for this kind of stuff. When I'm doing Spider-Man stuff like that, I don't like it at all, but I'll blend this out a little bit more. And if you're having trouble blending, you can always come back in with the white and come back over it, and it'll blend out a little bit easier. Alright, so now that I have the red on, make sure you're using something like Wolfe White or Tag White, as they'll have the strength to cover over these other colors. If you use Paradise, it'll soak in a little too much and you'll see the other colors through it, and you'll be disappointed. Alright, so really well loaded but not dripping. And you're just going to come in, you're going to do the teeth that go in this area. Like so. And just like that, it actually looks pretty good. I might not leave it that way, but it's still, if you were in a hurry and you were at an event, I would absolutely leave it that way. But since I want it to be just a little bit nicer, I like to take pretty pictures, add a little extra oomph to everything. So now I'm taking Wolfe Black. I've switched from Paradise because I no longer want to blend any of these lines in, and I'm going to Wolfe. I want to make sure this dries completely, and then I'm going to come up here while that's drying and do some cracks. I'm just going to take a touch of yellow wash, which is really just yellow watered down. Make sure it's not dripping. And this is kind of a greenish color. And just line the teeth on those. All right, so now I'm just going to take some water and remove some of this color here, just around the teeth. Alright, now I'm going to come in here with white. We're going to do a bit more of a wash. And just do a little highlights here and there. Add some dimension to this. Now we're going to strengthen it just a little bit. There we go. Makes it feel a little bit more realistic without actually having prosthetics on. And now we're just going to do a little bit more of a wash. For this corner up here, we're going to do another one of those washes. Now this is no paint on the brush at all. Adding dabs of water here and there, and then removing the paint. And that gives it this really realistic feel. Learned that from Dutch. His classes are awesome. I haven't been to one in person, but online on Faba TV was fantastic. All right, I'm loading black now. Just adding a little bit of depth in there. And I want to add a little red to my nose here. So I'm taking my brush, I'm not rinsing it, I just have black on it and then red. Just a little bit of perception there. And I'm going to do the, once that's dry, I'll do the removal tool again. Alright, so just about done. I like to add a little bit more with some blood. And what I normally do is load my brush pretty wet with red some bronze, some black, mix it all together. But it needs to be really, really wet. And then you can take another brush. I tend to use a business card. It works way better and it's disposable. And what you're going to do is you slide it along the edge and flick down, and that gives you a little splatter. Now I'm not happy with how this neck looks, so what I'm doing is I'm taking a dry sponge. I rubbed it in my Paradise Black, and I'm just going to smear and just dry brush it down here. And the only other thing I usually have, I have black zombie blood, and I usually have red zombie blood. The black looks a little bit more believable. It's like bloody black. It's disgusting. And you can do that same flicking procedure. You can also dab. Keep this right here. I'm worried I'm going to spill it. And so it just has this really nice look to it. And, you know, don't be afraid. You can get this in the hair. It all washes out. That's why we use safe products. And the more you get that in the hair, the more believable the whole thing is. And then I'm going to do just a... it's all over. And when you're cranking through the zombies, this blood, it just works wonders. Little messiness is always a good thing, right? And then what I always forget, I just got these new, oh, goodness, it's getting everywhere. I'm gonna have blood on everything. There. Okay. I just got these new teeth things, and so I have teeth paint now. The way these work is you basically just paint it on the teeth. Now, since I plan on using these for events, I'll use a sanitary brush every time. And you just paint it on. So there you go. Oh, that's disgusting. Isn't that disgusting? Oh my gosh. I want to vomit just looking at myself. Brains. So here's the final product. Oh my gosh, that is so gross, by the way. It doesn't come off your teeth, but like it's really, really gross. And it smells really bad. And unfortunately, I have this brand new bottle of zombie skin. I was totally trying out. There it is, zombie skin. Awesome stuff. I got to do a little bit of patch on my hand, and then the lid got pushed open in my bag, and the whole entire thing is ruined. Totally pissed. Right before Halloween. I had all sorts of fun stuff to do with that. So next time. But I have some fake teeth that I'm going to do next time as well. So we'll see if I can find any zombie skin here locally at all. Otherwise, we won't. We'll just have to wait and see. So have a happy Halloween, and hopefully I don't scare too many people this morning because I'm going out like this to a meeting. So have a great one. Lauren Wagner with Wagner Events, and check us out on our website and subscribe to our channel because we're updating all the time. So enjoy, and I would love to see your guys' zombies, see what you come up with. Have a good one.